Welcome to a look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. These are mods for Friday the 15th of May. I didn't get a chance to do the mod review yesterday, so I do apologise, but it's here now. We do have a couple of updates. We've got an update to the Amazon UF 1201 fertiliser sprayer by Seme. We've got an update to the Deutzfahr DX AgroStar Series 4 by Puma, and we've got an update to the cattle stable by Kamuhoro. Those are the three updates. To start us off with the mods for today, we have got this. This is the Fendt Tedder pack. It does say on the Modhub Fendt Tedder pack. I'm assuming that's a typo, but this is the Fendt Tedder pack. I'm going to put this out there right away. This is a reskin. It's lovely. Don't get me wrong. The Fendt colours and everything is all great. And we'll have a look at those now, because I know as soon as I say new mods, people say they're not new mods, they're just reskins. Well, you get all those people. I know, I get it. I'm just reviewing what's here, what's in front of me. So I'll say, yes, this is a reskin of the ones we already have in game. It's nicely done. Fendt logo on it, Fendt colours. We'll have a look at these in store. These you'll find under Tedders. And you'll see what I mean. We have the Fanex 604 at 6 metres. We've got the Kuhn GF8712 at 8.7 metres, and we've got the Pottinger HIT 1214 at 13 metres. Those three, if we move across, you'll see what I mean. So we've got the 6 metre Twister 601. We've got the 8.7 metre Twister 8608 DN, and we've got the Lotus 1250T at 13 metres. These will run out, as far as slots go on console, if I can find the Tedder pack, 7 slots, and 8 slots is what they will run you if you are on console. Options available, there are none. It's Fendt colours, it's Fendt decals, because they are Fendt Tedders. And that's it, really. I mean, they Ted. They'll take your grass and you go over it, and it will turn your grass into hay, unless you are running seasons, of course, in which case they will be used for turning wet grass to dry grass. Then you leave the grass to dry in the sun, and then you'll get your hay. So it depends which way round you're doing this. This is by Virtual Farming 2K19. There you go. That's the first of the mods. Moving on. We have got this. This is the machine hall. This is by Derafe. It is a hole for storing machines, or crops if you want to put crops in there, or whatever you want. Nicely detailed, interesting design with the opening at the corner. Big building, plenty of space inside. No lighting that I have noticed in here at all. Ergo, no light switch to look for, which is rather nice. I often miss them, but the textures are nice. It looks like wood panelling. It looks like concrete. Nice mod, fair size. Not bad at all. This you'll find under placeables, under sheds. 30 grand to buy. This will use 4 slots, so not too bad on the slot count either. Very nice bit of kit. Moving on. What should I go for next? Let's go. Let's do this one. I've got them all spread all over the place. This is the Amazon Catros 5002 by GMaster. We've got the 6002 already in game. This is the 5002. This is a 5 metre cultivator. Has a couple of options on here for rollers or baskets. I think the standard one comes with a kind of packer roller, so we've got this basket option as well on this one. Lots of detail. You'll find this under disc arrows. There we go. For 25 grand, you've got the 5 metre Catros 5002. No options available on colours or anything like that. But like I said, we've got the packer rollers on the back, which is kind of standard. Then you can have that with the baskets, should you prefer that option. And it cultivates. I know, you're shocked and stunned by that statement, but it is a fact. This one does fold open as well. Nice smooth animation. Tidy. Drop it down. And away we go. There you go. That's the Amazon Catros 5002 by GMaster. Moving on. We've got this. This is the Biomass heating plant by DieselHirsch. This will take, I think it's just wood chips. No, it says biomass. But I don't think it takes anything else as far as my like potatoes, sugar beet or anything like that. I think it's just wood chips. And we'll have a quick look. Nicely detailed. Textures look fantastic. Now I know a lot of people have been asking for a particular thing. Lights for the inside there. The actual trigger point where you tip into is the grate just there. And this section here is your kind of heating part. Now what a lot of people have been asking for and saying they want to see with these heating plants is where you've got the pipes, when you do tip stuff in, is to get some smoke or something coming out of there. Just to kind of show that you've got heating. It doesn't. I have checked. It doesn't do that. And it looks great. Very, very nice indeed. When you place it, it will put it into your menu of sell points. So you've got your heating plant there. And it's not... I mean, it's paying out okay. It's 159. Generally speaking, the biomass heating plants for wood chips don't pay out that great normally. It's just the way it is. Wood chips, you don't get a huge amount of money, but you generally get quite a lot of wood chips. So it's that kind of, one causes the other and vice versa. Now, my only problem with it, and it is lovely, nicely detailed. This is 20 slots because it is now a fair bit of detail, I guess. And there's a trigger point in there too. Is the actual trigger point itself. Bearing in mind the quantities you generally get wood chips in, it's very narrow to get trailers in here to unload. So you're not going to get big trailers in here. You're not going to get tall trailers in here. And one thing I also found was, because I thought, well, I'll grab a small one like that. The problem is, that's one that tips up. Trailers that tip up as well, you don't have a lot of headroom in here, because you've got these beams and supports. So you often find with a trailer that tips up, you'll have it hit the roof, and then the trailer starts flipping about all over the place, that kind of thing. So realistically, it's a small trailer type thing. The problem with that is, because you can only do small quantities, and the very little you get paid for them, it becomes a bit of a grind. But I mean that's the mod. That's what's there in front of us. So that's the biomass heating plant by DieselHirsch. Did we have a look at it? We didn't, did we? Sorry. This is under placeables, and I think it was it miscellaneous? I think it was miscellaneous. I've got quite a few mods today, so yeah, 20 grand, 20 slots. There are no options available. You get what you get. And moving on. We have got this pack. This is the Lumberjack Camp by moechtegernbauer. These are all separate mods you can place. I did the ground texture. It doesn't come as a kind of plonk down placeable. So you can kind of put this anywhere you want. And in conjunction with hedges, fences, various different things, you can make yourself a little logging camp if you want to. So this pack comes with various different elements. We have got the barrier, which you can see here. So in conjunction, like I say, with fences or something like that, you can kind of have that, or you don't need to use it at all, it's entirely up to you. We've got the container, which is a sleep through the night trigger, so this can be your kind of logging camp and where you sleep through the night. We do have a light on here. There. And L3 will give you your trigger. You can't get inside that container, but I suppose if you had that next to the barrier, you could light that maybe at night. It's up to you. We've got a shelter just here, just for storage of vehicles and machinery or whatever you want. I do like the fact we've got separate lights. You've got the double light there, and then you've got another one there, so you don't have to have all the lights on all the time if you don't want to. I know normally you get one light switch that does everything, but I like that. Nice textures, nice details. It's not particularly big or wide. I know I do like a drive-through shelter, but longer trailers are going to stick out the back of that. But again, it's a minor thing. There are plenty of other trailer options and shelters you can choose from. And then we've got this one here, which is your wood chip storage building. Now this isn't a tip in and it stores it kind of in the ether, so to speak. This is you pile your wood chips up inside here. But again, we've got lighting, and we've got a separate section on the end, so if you want to put a vehicle under here, or vehicles, or wood chipper, or whatever you want to do, that's that one there. And then we have these here, which are the polters, and the polter is for putting your lumber in, your trunks and things. I can't even think of the name for it. Anyway, logs is the word. These are individual, so you can place them whatever width apart you want. So if you're running a 6 metre operation, you can put them closer together and have a load of those and have 6. You can put them wider apart if you're running a longer log operation, and so you can put them in. But any configuration you want, you can put them wherever you want for piling your logs up, and then you can come and collect them and load up and do whatever you want with them later. Or you can put these elsewhere. You don't have to put them as part of your logging camp. These are kind of spread all over the place within the placeables section. Under sheds, you'll find your 2 shelters. So your shelter for 20 grand, that was 3 slots. The wood chip storage for 30 grand, that's also 3 slots. We've got under farmhouses is the container for 10 grand, and that is 4 slots. Under decoration is the barrier, right there. The barrier is also 4 slots. And then, where were the porters? I think that might have been under miscellaneous. The porter there, 500 to buy. These were, I think the first one was 2 slots, then they dropped down to 1. So not too bad on the slot count and not too expensive either. So that's your lumberjack camp. You can use any and all or some of, or whatever you want to do, and set it up anywhere you want in conjunction with other mods and various different things if you want to do that. That's by moechtegernbauer. Moving on from there, we have got this. I told you there were a lot of mods, and we've got way more to come as well. Sorry, we got building with cows. This is nice. I mean, it's fairly heavy on the slot count. This is 43 slots. This is by Zdun and Kazani 317. The texture and detail on it is incredible. You can see why the slot count is fairly high. Loads and loads of detail, wheelbarrows and various different things knocking around all over the place. I have got some cows in here already. Your food trough trigger and straw bedding trigger is here along the front. Thank you. Around the side here we've got a little gate. This is your load, unload, buy or sell point. Close please, thank you. We've got our slurry trigger there, and our manure piles up in the corner there. Now these doors all do open, so you can store vehicles in here as well, mixing machines for feed if you want to. Why is that not opening? There we go, bit of a delay on that one. And these are drive-through, which is very nice. We have lighting inside. Very nice. Again, the detail inside is incredible. Plenty of room. But what I also like is up here, we've got a hayloft, straw, whichever we're going to put up here. But I like the fact you haven't got to use ladders, and it's not, sometimes you get one and there's no ladder or no access at all. You have to kind of work out a way to jump up there. What I like about this one though as well, especially if you go for the small bale options, you've got the little one at the end here, so you can bring stuff up and put it in here this way. But what you've also got is this, and if I do circle, in the right place of course, like that, that's cool. Moves out the way, you can drop your bales down through there, and then I just think that's cool. Nice little addition on there. Very neat indeed. If we open this one at the back here, these do open. They've got a couple of little rooms just in here. I will close this one back again, because unfortunately with these 2 doors they kind of clip into each other. This is your water trough, so you need to open these doors here, and your water trough is just inside this bit here. And then you've got your milk point, it's just here. So for collecting your milk after you're done, just in there. It's a fair size, takes up a bit of room. But like I say, it's great detail on it. So, as far as price and what does it hold, these you will also find under placeables. This is under animal pens. This will hold 12 cows. It will cost 35 grand, so it's not too expensive, but then obviously it doesn't take a huge amount of cows. But yeah, not too bad at all. Like I say, it takes a bit of space, and you're probably better off levelling the ground because of that. Otherwise, you can get clobbered then for fees for placement. But not bad at all. That's by Zdun and Kazani 317. Moving on, there's a couple I'm going to leave till last because what I want to do is speed up time for the last couple. Well, for the last one, but we'll get round to those in a second. Right, next we have got this. This is the Arcusin 4-stack 12 big bales. This is by Raxash. We do have the Arcusin 4-stack 12 already for standard bales. Funnily enough, I had a conversation with VF when we were at Agritechnica, and we went to the actual kind of stall stand where they were selling these. The company, and it showed the pictures of them all, and I said, weirdly enough, it's called the 4-stack, and VF said, yeah, because it takes 4 bales. I said, but it doesn't though, in game it's only 3 bales, and we had a heated discussion about that. It does only take 3, weirdly enough. I know it doesn't say 4 as an FOUR, but anyway, it's a 3-bale stacker, basically. I've never really got on with these. This one is designed specifically to do Heston bales, the 6,000 litre bales, which again, nice actually. That makes life a lot easier, especially if you're manually loading, you're using the bigger bale forks and bale spikes and stuff like that. I like that as an option. This you will find under baling technology. The standard one there, 4-stack, 812, 25,000. It does say 3 bales there. This one, the 4-stack, 812 big bales, also 25,000. So, you know, you're getting the big bale option for the same price. There are no options available other than that, because that's it. That's what you get. This one, I've said it's by Raxash, haven't I? I've said that a couple of times now. This will use 5 slots if you're on console. Let's see if I can get this to work, because I'm going to be terrible at it. L1 and X. Why is that not working? Oh. I'm on the square. Put it into its operating position so that it will come alongside as you go. I've always found the kind of entryway to these to be really finicky. Unlike sometimes like bale wrappers, these I always found to be a little bit of a nightmare, but that actually seemed fine. And it lifts it up, out the way. You got to the next one. See what I mean? It has got the thing there, but why is that not now going on to the next one? So I'm wondering if this is supposed to be an auto load. Does not want to pick up that next one. That is slightly worrying. I'll be totally honest with you. Why is that not? It's not something I'm forgetting to do, is it? No, that should take all 3. It took the first one, no problem, but now I couldn't be better lined up than that. Well, okay. There's no manual option for raising that bale up any higher. Let's unload a second. Unload bales here. No, that's horrible. Just taking the next one, almost like an auto load trailer. I wonder, is this working like an auto load? So rather than go into it, you just go next to it. Nope. I don't like it. I told you I have problems with these, but at least we've learnt something. It's not working. And before everyone starts saying you need to line up better, you need to be... Nothing should be this finicky. And let's be honest, I've lined up pretty well as much as you can. It doesn't get any better lined up than that, and it's not going in. So, that's the Arcusin 4-stack 812 big bales by Raxash, and I can't get it to work properly. Apologies if I'm doing something wrong, but doesn't seem to want to know, unfortunately. Right, moving on. Next up, we have these. The Carnival Balers. No, that's not what they're called. This is the new Bales by Holger Sengstock. They're bright. And I've just got a funny feeling I've missed one. Potentially. We'll have a look in store. I think I might have done. I have. I know what I've missed. Doesn't matter. It's okay. It's all good. Right. So, these come with... 3 balers, 1 bale wrapper, but one of them is a baler wrapper. The one in front of us here, the IntelliWrap, is a baler wrapper all in one. Now these are reskins of ones that we've already got in game. Not taking anything away from that. It does give you a huge load of options though. Rather than just a set reskin, you have options on changing the colours to match any colour scheme you're running, particular vehicles you're running, that kind of thing. Also, foil wrap for the silage bales. You've got options of a huge colour palette now, rather than just the standard. I think we had 3 originally, then went to 4. Some have added extra bits and bobs on for these. I like it just for the kind of the options factor, if nothing else. I do like the fact you can go with any kind of colour wrap. Now I know when I go up to the Lake District, or drive around anywhere around the countryside, you often see silage bales in all different coloured wraps. With the sticker kits on as well, and people do them like turkeys with smiley faces and all sorts of stuff. I think it's brilliant when the farmers do that. But anyway, yes. So we have got the IntelliWrap FBP 3135. We have got the Kuhn LSB 1290, which is just a standard square baler. We've got the baler wrapper, the Kuhn SW 4014. And we have also got the New Holland Roll Belt 150. I knew there was one I would miss, and that was the one I missed. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the options for these, because they are many and varied. Now, if you're new to the game and you don't know what that's all about, I'll kind of, that's the other thing as well, new textures. It does say new textures for round bales and square bales. That's a straw bale. That is much lighter in colour, the texture, and the grass bale is too, than the standard ones we've got over there. Those are straw bales for the Heston, and they're a much darker colour. So we've got new textures as well that Holger Sengstock has put in for the bales themselves. Right, yes, we'll have a look at them in store. These are under baling technology as well. So as you can see, the Rollbelt 150 standard, the LSB 1290 standard, the FBP 3135 and the SW 4014. Those are the ones we get in game, good to go. So, these are the modded versions of the ones we just saw at the start. These will run you 9 slots, 7 slots, 5 slots, respectively. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette there, like so. We can change the main colour to anything on the palette. Let's go for something a bit more like so. So if there's a particular colour scheme you want to go for it. That's on that one. Like I say, if you're new to this and you don't know about this, if you're trying to make silage bales, you can either make the bale then wrap them, or something like this, which is a baler wrapper. Now if you're doing straw, this will just do a round straw bale as normal. The straw bale will come out the back. If you do hay, it will do a hay bale and pump it out the back. If you do grass bales, the grass will come through and it will wrap the grass bale to make a silage bale. So you can use this as a multi-function. You can do all the bale types, but if you want to do specifically grass bales and not wrap them, you don't want to use one of those, because it will wrap your grass bales for you, and there's no way of turning that on and off, not on console at least anyway. So options available. We can change the main colour again to anything you want on there, like so. We can change the rim colour again to anything you want, but what's interesting to me is the foil colour. anything you want. Now, generally speaking, we have white, we have black, we have the kind of charity pink, and there's a kind of one a little bit like that. So as you saw, I think I went for an orange, the star orange on the round. I don't know why, I just thought, you know, make it stand out. Those are your options on that one. With the Kuhn SW4014, same thing. You can change the main body, you can change the foil colour to anything on that selection. Difference with that is that's a separate wrapper, and that will do, I think that only does square bales. I don't think, oh, it does square and rounds. I've only ever used it for square bales, but that will, again, you can go along bale first, then come along and wrap separately. So rather than a bale wrapper, that's a separate wrapper. Same options. Then on the roll belt 150, that was the one I forgot to get out. Hang on a minute. That's weird. Why is that not giving me any other options? That's from a different pack. That can't be it for that one. Just wide tyres or standard? Huh? That's the only one I've got. That's weird. That they got all those options on those for colour and stuff, and then that one it hasn't. Don't worry about the roll belt 150 then at the moment. That's a bit peculiar. Because none of the others have got the strap function, so I don't know what's happening there. That's a bit odd. But anyway, those three, definitely. And as you can see, that, and then that one. I know it's not the pale pink, the charity one, but I just thought, just to make it stand out and in complete contrast to the blue I put on the actual wrapper itself. But there you go, that's the new Bales pack by Holger Sengstock. I'm puzzled by the New Holland roll belt, that's weird. Anyway, there you go. Very vibrant, very nice. Moving on. We've got this. This is the RostselMash. This is the RostselMash Neva pack. This is a very peculiar looking harvester. This actually puts it as, I think on console now, the cheapest and smallest harvester we've got. This is even smaller than the Bison, I think it is, and cheaper than the Bison. Like I say, very peculiar, very angular design. Very small, compact little thing. So if you're just getting going, you want something small. The tank capacity is very small as well, but if you're doing small farms, small fields, you don't want to be spending a fortune on your harvester. This may be the way to go. It's an interesting looking thing, isn't it? Anyway, this is by Baki. We also have in this pack the hard stream header with this, which is a fairly small header as well. We'll have a look at this in store. So under machinery, we'll go to harvesters. As it stands at the moment, the Bison Super is the smallest one we've got, 3,540 litre tank, and it costs 84 grand. If we go to the other end, we've got the Neva, which is only a 3,000 litre tank, which is a little bit smaller, for 75 grand. There are no options available. You get what you get. It is the harvester. I don't think I've got a smaller one. Just thinking. No, the Fortschritt's bigger, and the Dominator is much bigger. So yeah. Oh, that's the other thing as well. Header for it will be under harvester headers. 12,000 to buy. This will use, well, what do we want slots on this? For the harvester it's 11 slots, for the header it's 4 slots. This is a 4 metre header. There are no options available. You get what you get. So let's jump in. Lights, rear, front work lights. Pipe in and out. There's no unfold harvester on this. It just is what it is. That's your pipe unfolded. With the smaller harvesters, you're not going to get away with very high-sided trailers. They just don't like them because the pipes don't go up that high. We can raise our header up and down as you can do normally, and then we can also adjust our header if we want to. So we can go up and down with the header. We can go in and out. Like so. If you want to go for that slightly more realistic, setting the header height and header, you know, for whatever crop you're doing. Horn. In cab. It feels very tight. I know some mods you get and you think, wow, so there's loads of space. It seems very airy, and obviously the header is slightly offset, but it does mean you can keep a real close eye on this edge because it doesn't extend too far over, which is quite nice. Lights, nothing much going on. But there you go. Compact little harvester from Baki, 3,000 litre capacity. Not too expensive to buy. Interesting design. Something a bit different, isn't it? There we go. Moving on to the last couple of mods for today. We have got this. This is the shelter. This is by La Bertal Modding. It is a small shelter. Textures are nice, details nice. And when I say small shelter, it is small. You're not going to get more than small machinery. Even some of the medium tractors, I think you might struggle to get under here, but you might want to use it for storage of bales if you keep them fairly low and don't stack them too high. And if you might want to put some implements in here, maybe something like that. This you'll find under sheds, under placeables. So we go to placeables, go to sheds. Lizard shelter, 9,000 to buy. This will use 10 slots, and you get what you get. You get a shelter for your £9,000, euros, or dollars. So moving on to the last of the mods for today, and it's this. I'll be honest, this threw me a little bit, because looking actually in the Modhub at the pictures, I thought they were going to be much bigger. I don't know why, but anyway, this is a light pack for putting around your farmyards, placeables, anything if you want to jazz up your farm a little bit, light up a path, whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. We have got from this end, I think you're just about to see it, the small solar garden lamp. We've got the small marker light. We've got the small garden lamp, medium wood lamp, medium garden lantern, medium frosted glass lamp. Then we've got the, now that says big garden lamp. Like I say, when I looked at the picture, I thought it was going to be like a tall, but anyway, that's the big garden lamp. We've got the big red glass lantern. And then we've got the big old lantern. Like I say, I thought when it said big, it was going to be like a standard, I don't know what I thought, but anyway, that's a lighting pack. This is by Marcus77. There are no switches on these that I can fathom. I think these just come on at night when it gets dark. So what we will do is have a look at them in the store, and then we'll whiz through to the dark and see them turned on. I think is probably the best thing to do. So you'll find these under decoration. Now, one thing that does concern me is the first of each of these is 9 slots, which is fairly high for a light, but once you bought the first of each, they then drop to 1 slot each. So the small solar light is 20, then the marker light's 50, garden lamp 100, medium wood lamp 180, medium garden lantern 250, frosted glass 300. They're fairly pricey because they're quite small, to be fair. The big garden lamp 500, the big red glass lantern 800, and the big old lantern 1000 is what they will cost you. So what we'll do now is speed up time and let's see them in the dark lit up. I have to say, I like these. They're quite cool, aren't they? I like the different colours. That marker light looked tiny, you could barely see it in the daylight, but I think that sort of thing for putting alongside a path or something like that, that would just give you enough of a glow to see where you're going, or an entrance to your farm or something, just so that when you drive along in the dark you can just see it very easily. I do like the red glow ones. This one is one that intrigues me. That's such a cool colour to come off that. What I do like as well, you've got the frosted glass one, which seems to give you a much softer light coming off that as well. And then you've got this one here, the red lamp. Red glass one. They're cool. It's a nice set. I like it. Very cool indeed. There you go. That's the simple farm lamp pack. That's by Marcus77. And that's it for the mods for Friday the 15th of May. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.